How to Save the World and Other Things on My To-Do List. One Woman's Totally Serious Guide to Inner World Domination by Lizzie Allan, Creator of Hilarapy. Chapter 8. Let It Work. There comes a moment after the decision, after the practice, after the intention has been set, where the most powerful thing you can do is nothing. Not inaction, not avoidance, not giving up, but allowing. Because things begin to flow when you relax into them, when you stop gripping and start trusting. Creative intelligence does not respond to force, it does not respond to pressure, it does not respond to you standing over your own life saying, "Come on then, where is it?" It works when you let go. Before we can go any further, say this out loud. I release the need to force. I am not here to control life. I am here to allow it. I trust what I have set in motion. I soften, I open, I let go. Life is working for me even when I cannot see it yet. Take a breath. Let your shoulders actually drop, because if you're gripping, you are not receiving. You cannot receive with clenched fists. You receive with open hands. There's a story of a farmer who was so eager to help his crops grow that he would go out into the field at night and tug on the new shoots, trying to hurry them along, trying to make something happen faster than it was ready to happen. Of course, he destroyed the very thing he was trying to grow. And we do this all the time. We plant a seed, we set an intention, we align our thinking, do the work, say the words, feel the shift. And then we go straight back in and start pulling at it, doubting, checking, overthinking, pushing, wondering why it isn't here yet, why it's taking so long, whether we did it right, whether we're doing enough. You cannot hasten the harvest. You plant the seed, you tend the soil, and it grows. That's the whole job. Say this now. I trust the seeds I have planted. I do not need to pull at them to make them grow. I have done my part. I trust life to do its part. I allow the process to unfold in its own perfect time. Then this. I release the timeline. I release the need to know exactly how or when. I trust that what is mine is already in motion. I relax into that truth. And this. I am not behind. Things are not taking too long. Everything is unfolding in the right order at the right pace for my highest good. I trust this. Let me tell you where I am right now. Not a story with a tidy ending. Something live, happening as I write this, in real time, with all the fear and uncertainty and absolute knowing that involves. A few years ago, I got a vision, clear, complete, undeniable. I was going to take a laughter, love and light tour to the United States of America, a series of shows unlike anything that has been done before, a marriage of comedy and therapy, performance and workshop, laughter and genuine depth, the kind of experience where people come in as strangers and leave having been seen, having seen each other, having felt perhaps for the first time in a long time, genuinely connected. It has never been done before, not like this, and because I can't hang it on anything that already exists. It's not comedy in the normal sense, not therapy in the normal sense, not a workshop in the normal sense. It has been genuinely difficult to explain to the world what I am asking them to step into. For a couple of years, I struggled to get it off the ground. The vision was enormous, the unknown was real. Then a few months ago, I had dinner with Maria. I was trying to explain to her the vision, the scope, the marriage of comedy and healing, what I could see when I closed my eyes and felt it already done. And Maria, who knows quite a lot about getting big things done, listened, and then she gave me some very good advice. Do a few theatres, make it attainable, affordable, achievable. Call it the Laughter, Love and Light Tour. That's what you do, and that's your mission. Plus, people love an alliteration. And then she looked at me and said, "Can you do it?" And the first thoughts that arrived were all the reasons why not. I don't have management, I don't have a team, I don't have a visa to work in the USA. I don't entirely know what I'm doing. But the way she looked at me, "Can you do it?" And I said, "Yes." And I really meant my yes. Not a hopeful yes, not "we'll see" yes. A yes that came from the green light feeling in my body. That settled, certain, expansive sense that this is real and this is happening, and creative intelligence is already working on it. In that moment, I set the intention, and then I had to let it work. Say this: I trust what I have set in motion. I do not need to chase what is already finding me. What is mine is finding me now. I trust divine timing. Everything is unfolding in the right time, in the right way. I allow life to support me. Then this: I have felt the green light yes in my body. I know what it feels like when something is real and true and mine. I trust that feeling. I follow that feeling. I let it lead. And this: I have done my part. I said yes. I set the intention. I took the first steps. Now I allow creative intelligence to do its part. I get out of the way. I let it work. Here is where I am with it right now. I have started the visa process for the USA. I have booked shows in Canada and the UK. I have attracted onto my team 2 extraordinary women who are working hard behind the scenes to build the systems and structures the work needs. The pieces are moving. And I currently have 3 shows up for sale, and I have sold 12 tickets. The England shows haven't sold a single ticket yet. And do I look at the empty ticket site and feel the fear? Yes, absolutely yes. I get scared all the time. I have so much money going out and no money coming in yet. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen. The logical, practical, sensible part of my mind looks at the numbers and starts to build a case. But then I go back to the intention. The intention says, I am going to the USA. This tour is happening. People will come to these shows and they will love the work and they will talk about it and they will bring their friends. The intention says, I see the room full. So I go back to thinking of the room full. I do not stay with the empty ticket site. I return to the vision again and again, as many times as it takes. People say to me all the time, "Oh, I thought you were going to the USA. Are you not doing that now?" And I say, "Yes, I am doing it. I am waiting for the universe. The universe is showing me the way." I don't have to look at what is currently happening and decide that is the whole truth. What is currently happening is the visible surface of something much larger that is moving underneath. Creative intelligence is working through my intention. The people, the places, the resources, the right audiences, everything will come. Not because I forced it, because I planted the seed, said the yes, took the first steps, and am now doing the most important and most difficult part of the whole process. I am letting it work. Say this now, and if you have something in your own life that needs this, say it for that. I do not collapse into what I can currently see. What is visible right now is not the whole picture. Something larger is moving underneath. Creative intelligence is working on this even when I cannot see how. I trust that. I return to the vision again and again. Then this. I go back to thinking of the room full, not the empty seats, not the numbers that don't yet add up. The room full, the people there, the thing already happening. I hold that vision. I water it with my belief. I let it grow. I am waiting for the universe, following direction, doing the work, taking the steps, showing up every day, and trusting that what I cannot yet see is already in motion. The universe is showing me the way. Because here's what forcing actually looks like if you're honest about it. It looks like checking the ticket sales 14 times a day, refreshing the page as if a different number will appear if you look often enough. It looks like the spiral that starts with only 12 tickets and ends somewhere much darker if you let it run. It looks like calling people and explaining and over-explaining and trying to make them understand what you're doing, trying to convince them into the vision because your own conviction has momentarily slipped. It feels like pressure, like pushing something uphill, like the opposite of the green light yes. And here's the truth, you are not the power. You are the conduit for the power. Creative intelligence already knows how to move, like water finding its way through, around and over everything in its path. It flows. Your role is not to control it. Your role is to stop blocking it, to stay in alignment with the intention rather than contracting around the fear. The moment you grip, you pinch off the flow. Say this: I am a clear conduit for creative intelligence. I release every block, every fear, every need to control the outcome. I make space. I open up. I allow life to move through me with ease. Then this: I stop checking. I stop refreshing. I stop measuring what hasn't arrived yet against what I need it to be. I trust the process. I trust the timing. I trust that what is mine cannot miss me. And this: my body is relaxed, my mind is spacious, my energy is open. There is room in me now for good things to arrive. I am available, I am ready, I receive. Now let me tell you about the Canada story, because that one has an ending, and the ending is worth telling. The moment I landed in Canada, I felt a deep knowing. I belonged here. Something felt deeply peaceful, but logically, it made absolutely no sense. I didn't know anyone. I had no income, very little money, no clear pathway to stay. Every practical route looked impossible. So I did what this work teaches. I set an intention. If I am meant to stay in Canada, the way will be clear, easy, and supported. And if I am meant to be somewhere else, that will be equally joyful and prosperous. And then I let it go. I didn't chase, I didn't panic, I didn't spend every waking moment trying to engineer a solution. I trusted. Within 2 months, everything began to unfold. A relationship appeared, support appeared, a course appeared, the perfect one, the awakening weekend that led to the 3-year therapeutic training, the place where I did the ring of fire and unearthed the belief that had been running everything. A student visa followed, then everything else, step by step, naturally, effortlessly. Now I'm a Canadian citizen, not because I forced it, because I allowed it. Say this: I have evidence that allowing works. I have lived proof that when I set an intention and trust rather than force, life meets me there. I carry that evidence with me now. It strengthens my trust. It deepens my willingness to let go. Then this: what happened in Canada can happen again. What happened then is happening now. The same creative intelligence that moved then is moving now. I trust it. I allow it. I let it work. Here's how you know whether you've truly let go or whether you're still holding on underneath. Check in with your body. Are your shoulders dropped or raised? Is your jaw soft or clenched? Are your thoughts spacious or circling? Does your spirit feel open and present or tight and contracted? Your body is your compass. It will always tell you the truth. When you notice the tension, and you will notice it, because we all do, you don't need to judge it. You just soften. You breathe. You return to the intention. You go back to thinking of the room full. Because allowing is not something you do once and then tick off. It's something you practice. Every time you notice yourself gripping, you gently, kindly open your hands. Every time the fear says, look at the numbers, look at the empty seats, look at what hasn't happened yet, you return to the vision. You return to the yes. You return to the green light feeling in your body that told you that this was real before any of the evidence existed. Say this now. I check in with my body. I notice where I am holding and I soften there. I breathe there. I release there. My body is open. My mind is clear. My spirit is at ease. Then this: I move with grace and ease. Life flows through me and to me. I am open to receive. I trust the process of my life. Good is unfolding for me now. I let go and I let good unfold. And finally, I am working with life, not against it. I am moving with the current, not fighting it. Everything I need is already on its way. I am relaxed, I am open, and I am ready to receive it. So here's where you are now. You've decided, you've practiced, you've spoken new things into being, you've chosen a different inner world, you've committed to showing up for yourself. And here in this chapter, you let it work. You get out of the way, you trust what you've set in motion, you live your life with a quiet, settled confidence that things are unfolding, even when you can't see it yet. You stop pulling at the chutes. You stop refreshing the ticket page. You stop asking, but is it working though? And instead, you breathe, you open, you go back to thinking of the room full. Because a present, open, trusting version of you is magnetic in ways that a gripping, forcing, anxious version of you simply cannot be. Say this one last time and really let it land. I have done my part. I trust life to do its part. What I have set in motion is already moving. What is mine is already finding me. I let go, I breathe, I receive, and I trust completely, fully, without reservation, that it was working all along. Because it was. It always was. If you would like to download a free copy of this book, go to my website, lizzieallan.com, and find How to Save the World and download your free copy there. Don't forget to subscribe or follow, leave us a comment, share your experiences, and share with your friends, because this is a group effort. I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm out.